suggest one reason why interpretations 1 and 2 give different views about Hitler's rise to power. You may use sources B and C to help explain your answer. 4 marks. Here's the mark scheme for this question, which you can find out about in more detail in our overview video. But we do know that all 4 marks here are awarded for AO4, which is your analysis of interpretations and their differences. So in the previous question, we decided what that difference was, but now we need to try and account for it or explain why there is a difference in the first place. Now, in order to score in the top band, you need to show that your explanation is analytical and developed. So that means that you've stated your reason for why you think there might be a difference, and you've explained it in detail. You've linked it back to the question. You might even bring in a little bit of detail from your own knowledge. You don't have to, but if it supports what you're saying, that's quite a good way of explaining your answer. You've stayed relevant and focused on the question, and you've structured it in a way that's easy for the examiner to follow. It's really clear what you're trying to say. As long as the point you identify here is relevant to the question and correct, the examiner will award you the marks. But let's take a look at one example. You might say that the interpretations could have focused on different sources, which is a great opportunity to bring in sources B and C as the question invites you to do so. You can highlight that interpretation 1 might focus on source C, because that depicted Hitler as a strong leader who led the Munich Putsch, whereas interpretation 2 could have focused on source B, because that depicted Hitler as a politician trying to forge a dictatorship. There you can see not only have we identified the key arguments of both interpretations and both sources, but we've shown that we can link them together and link all of that back to the question, which is a really nicely developed point. It's analytical, you've done exactly what the question's asked you to do, and it's that kind of answer which can help to score you in the top band. Take a look at the rest of the points here though to see if there's anything you could have added to your answer.